The lights rise over the Tokyo arena like a dawn that belongs only to warriors, and the sound of thousands of voices blends into a single wave of anticipation, a living tide that crashes against the edge of the ring. In that space, surrounded by the electric hum of expectation, steps the WBO super flyweight champion, Naoya Inoue. Young, cold-eyed, expression carved from iron, he moves with the confidence of a prodigy who has already convinced the world of his destiny. This is not just another defense. This is a moment meant to remind the boxing universe why they call him the Monster. Across from him waits Mexico's David Carmona, a man born in a land where boxing is a religion and toughness is a birthright. He is not here to survive. He is here to test the myth, here to force the Japanese phenom into deep waters, here to show that heart can sometimes crack talent. As the opening bell prepares to ring, the arena shifts, the air tightens, the buzz fades into a razor-thin silence. What's at stake is more than a belt. It's aura, pride, and dominance. And when the bell finally echoes through the hall, Inoue marches forward with the mechanical calm of a fighter who already sees openings, already dissects weaknesses, already dictates the rhythm. His jab snaps like a whip, a warning, a declaration, a promise that this ring belongs to him. Carmona tries to answer with resolve, but every second feels like a test. Every step backward feels like surrender. From the very first heartbeat of this contest, it becomes clear. This isn't just a title defense. It's a masterclass in control, timing, and raw firepower. The monster is awake. The early rounds unfold like a storm gathering momentum. Inoue's jab is lightning, sharp, sudden, breathtaking in its speed. He slides forward, cutting off space with surgical precision as Carmona tightens his guard, absorbing the shockwaves that ripple through every punch. Left, right. The combinations come like the rhythmic strokes of a craftsman sculpting the fight exactly as he imagines it. Carmona fires back when he can, but Inoue sees everything, slipping shots by millimeters, answering immediately with counters that crash like thunder. There is no panic in his movement, only purpose. The commentators speak of his rhythm, his timing, the eerie calm in his eyes. The champion presses forward, body shots sinking deep into Carmona's ribs, forcing grunts, forcing steps backward, forcing the challenger to reconsider every decision he makes. But Carmona refuses to break. He keeps moving forward, keeps throwing, keeps chasing the slim hope that maybe, just maybe, he will find a moment where the monster can be wounded. Yet Inoue is unshakable. Even early in the fight, he displays the kind of mastery that makes veteran champions lean forward in admiration. His punches slice through guard. His footwork traps Carmona in small spaces. His right hand lands with a crack that sends tremors through the arena. The crowd feels the momentum shifting, feels the inevitability building, feels the aura of a knockout forming like a storm cloud overhead. By the time the early rounds close, Carmona has survived, but survival comes with a cost. The monster's pressure is constant, breathless, unforgiving. It is not just a fight. It is an education in pain. As the middle rounds begin, the tone of the fight deepens. Inoue, sensing the challenger's resilience, begins to mix his attacks with even greater creativity. His left hand stalks the body like a predator. His right hand hovers with destructive intent. When he doubles the jab, Carmona's head snaps back. When he dips and drives a hook to the ribs, the challenger's breath seems to escape him. Yet, Carmona's spirit remains astonishingly intact. Every time Inoue pushes forward with a storm of punches, left hooks, right straights, jolting uppercuts, Carmona bites down, steadies his legs, and fires back with whatever is left in him. The crowd roars in appreciation, not only for the champion's brilliance, but for the challenger's heart. it becomes clear Carmona isn't here to steal a belt. He's here to earn respect. But Inoue continues to escalate. His punches now have an extra crack, his footwork an extra snap. He cuts angles with fluid grace, circling, dipping, slipping, punishing. Each feint opens a doorway. Each opening becomes a weapon. And still, the commentary marvels. Inoue isn't rushing. He isn't chasing the knockout. He is constructing it piece by piece, building pressure until the air itself feels heavy. Carmona lands a few sharp counters, enough to show his courage, enough to remind the champion that he is fighting a world-ranked warrior. But Inoue answers every spark with a surge of his own. The challenger's legs begin to tremble from the body assault. His guard begins to leak light between his gloves. Inoue senses it. The crowd senses it. The whole arena holds its breath as the monster marches on, preparing to turn dominance into devastation. By the fourth and fifth rounds, the fight becomes something brutal, something visceral. Inoue digs viciously into the ribs, each body shot landing with a thudding echo that reverberates through the arena. Carmona tries to move, tries to circle, tries to punch his way out of danger, but every attempt is met with a wave of precision violence. Inoue's right hand crashes through the guard. His left hook clips the ear. His jab pierces the forehead again and again. Yet Carmona, incredibly, refuses to fall. He fights with the stubborn courage of a man who has known hardship and refuses to be defined by defeat. His face begins to show the marks of war, but his eyes burn with pride. For every step backward the monster forces, Carmona tries to take one forward. But the momentum belongs entirely to Inoue. By the championship rounds, the fight turns into a test of spirit versus supremacy. Carmona's body is battered, his breathing labored, his movements stiff, yet he refuses to surrender. If heart alone could win titles, he would be a champion. But heart cannot erase the precision of Inoue. The monster racks up damage with each passing minute. Sharp jabs, slicing hooks, body shots that crash like falling stones. And even though his right hand seems less frequent, when he chooses to unleash it, the result is instant danger. Inoue begins to stalk the finish, walking Carmona down with cold calm, controlling the ring like a king defending his throne. The crowd rises with every combination, sensing the knockout drawing near. Carmona tries to clinch, tries to fire back, tries desperately to hold the last threads of survival. But Inoue's offense is relentless. A left to the body, a right upstairs, a snapping hook, all delivered with surgical cruelty. The challenger's resolve wavers, his legs dip, his guard opens. Inoue smells victory. The arena pulses with adrenaline as the monster digs deeper, letting the final rounds become his canvas. Carmona swings wildly, landing a few brave counters that spark brief flashes of hope. But hope cannot extinguish the tide. The monster marches forward, unshaken, unstoppable, undeniable. He is no longer just attacking. He is closing a chapter, and then comes the final round. The moment when skill, brutality, and destiny collide. Inoue presses forward, eyes locked, breathing calm, every muscle sharpened for the finishing blow. Carmona stands in front of him, bruised, exhausted, and defiant, refusing to break even as the storm bears down on him. Inoue doubles the jab, dips to the body, cracks the left hook, and finally unleashes a monstrous right hand that lands flush, snapping Carmona's head back as the crowd erupts. It is the punch that seals the story, the punch that reminds the world that the monster is not simply a champion, but a force of nature. Carmona wobbles but refuses to fall, holding himself together through sheer will. But Inoue swarms him with a final barrage, a violent symphony of precision that forces the referee to consider stepping in.